Okay, everybody. I just now got this put back together. Had taken the steering wheel off to do a lot of the electrical work and under the dash and everything, and it just was a whole lot easier to get in to all of this when this wasn't here. But real quick, wanted to cover, I had a terrible time figuring out how to put it back together because I had taken it apart and thought, well, I'll get back to it within a week or two. That was in the end of May, maybe around the 1st of June, and it is now almost November. Things happened. All right, so I want to show you right quick how to put one of these things together by taking it apart. In case you run into the same, type situation. This is a 56 210. I think the 55 and 56 210s are identical. It may work on a Bel Air. I'm not for sure. But anyway, if you have to work on your horn ring or horn button, center cap comes off. The next thing is you have 3 screws holding the horn ring itself on. Okay, as you bring this off, there is a plastic bushing behind it. There is also a plastic bushing in it, right here. If you can see that, I have no idea if it's focusing, hopefully. And you have this plastic bushing, which is underneath here. And then there's this piece, which is a dome-shaped, very slight dome-shaped shim that touches the horn contact, which is right here. This goes through the steering wheel itself and makes contact here with a bushing made into the upper bearing. So underneath this there is a 3/4 inch nut, a washer, so I'm not going to take it back apart, but not right now anyway. You pull the 3/4 inch nut, you take the washer off, you use a steering wheel puller and you pull it off. Underneath there is a spring after you pull the steering wheel off, and then after that there is the bearing that the upper part of the steering column rides on. So if we're going to put all this back together now, this needs to go in first. It goes in here about the 11 o'clock, 11:30 position. There's only one way it can go, one place it can go. Then the next thing is going to be your metal shim, which contacts the metal on your steering wheel. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to clean that thing. I shined mine up with a wire wheel. All right, and then after that, we have this plastic bushing, which will go on top of there. And then these 3 screws with their recesses will actually fit. As you can see, if you can see that, these pieces fit together like so. And I found out it's better for me, the way it worked better for me was to put this piece on first, because when I tried doing it the other way, this thing got pinched and it wouldn't screw down correctly. So those pieces mesh in together with the plastic and the metal shim underneath it, and we screw it back together. So we snug them down. That was a problem. The first time I put it back together, it wouldn't snug down. Now it is. Okay. Now, horn ring's doing what it's supposed to. And your handy dandy ornamental cover with the bow tie going up goes on. All right. That's a horn button, horn ring, disassembly, and reassembly on a 1955-56 Chevy 210. May work on a Bel Air. That's how this car is anyway. So, thank you for coming along with me, and we'll catch you on the next adventure. Whatever that may be. There's a lot to do.